I ignite. With every breath I claim my throne. In this world I stand alone. Let the power rise, let it flow. Through the darkness, let it glow. I am the force, I am the key, unlocking dreams, setting them free. Now I take a deep breath and I say with my final breath, I have the power. Let the power grow in me. Let the power shine in me. Let the unknown be seen. Let the dream awaken and the destiny unfold. Let the power grow. And now it be untold. Let the future be in my hands. As I guide those who come to me. The power that I have to give is their truth. I am the storm, I am the light. In the shadows I ignite. With every breath I claim my throne. In this world I stand alone. Let the power rise, let it flow. Through the darkness, let it glow. I am the force, I am the key, unlocking dreams, setting them free. As I look through the windows of worlds I have seen. From the darkest of the depths to the highest of the light, we see the power that I show is only that of love. I give you all of my strength. I give you all of my courage. Let the freedom fly in me, for the freedom is now reborn. Let the sacred circle open, let the world now be born. Hold my future now, for I dream of what I hold. I give you all the path you need, and now the future is untold. As I see the path before me and connect the lines of life to you. Open new doors, open to the world I see before me. I opened up the dream that once was inside. And I unleash the power that I hold inside. No darkness can hold me, no light can hold me back. I am the crash in the ether, I am the power of my past. Secrets abound to me by time and space alone. The gift of the gods is now untold. I walk through the door and I see the power inside. Light this world on fire and set my world alive. I am the storm, I am the light. In the shadows I ignite. With every breath I claim my throne. In this world I stand alone. Let the power rise, let it flow. Through the darkness, let it glow. I am the force, I am the key, unlocking dreams.
Unseen whispers in the night, revealing secrets hidden from sight. With ancient wisdom I'll ignite the flames of truth burning so bright. Ethereal cards, they hold the key, unlocking mysteries, setting us free through swirling mist. The future I see guiding to the sea. Welcome to the unknown prophet's domain, where spirits dance and fortunes remain. Let the tarot unfold, let it explain the path that lies ahead with no refrain. Unseen whispers in the night, revealing secrets hidden from sight. With ancient wisdom I'll ignite the flames of truth, burning so bright. Ethereal cards, they hold the key, unlocking mysteries, setting us free through swirling mist. The future I see, guiding souls like a river to the sea. Welcome to the unknown prophet's domain, where spirits dance and fortunes remain. Let the tarot unfold, let it explain the path that lies ahead with no refrain.
Close enough. Anyways, welcome everybody to Thursday. I am Joshua Adam Bleezy, the unknown prophet of Twitch. I do ethereal fire readings from 9 a.m. till 12 p.m. Central Standard Time every day except the weekends. And be tuned for Wednesdays, because Wednesdays is Wacky Wednesday. That's right, we're going to have a 420 episode coming up soon, guys. So stay tuned for that. Tomorrow will be our 420 episode. So just be warned, tomorrow's 420 style. Anyway, we're gonna go clean today, guys. So I've got a little bit of green, but mostly for my paint if I need it. But that's not really gonna be used a whole lot later. And just want you guys to know I'm doing really. Oh, thank you for letting me know. Okay, let's try this again. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Someone's got to let me know. Okay, good now, good. All right. Hello, everybody. My name is Joshua Adam Bleezy. I am the unknown prophet of Twitch. I do daily tarot readings between 9 a.m. and 12 p.m. Central Standard Time every day except the weekends. I'm here for you whenever you need me. Please, if you need me online, I am a life coach. I am a spiritual guru. I am the destiny weaver. I am a powerful ass bitch. That's right, guys. You've come to the ethereal fire readings where I will tell you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me, all the gods that I believe in. And there's a lot of them I don't want to piss off. So, just kind of moving on to the greater good of things that I do. I'm here to make your day be the best day ever. So it is time to put this work to work. To put the prophet is definitely in the house today. I've been blessed by the gods every single day of my life, that I have now accepted my path and my journey, and that's coming here for you as well. So guys, I see you out there. Hi Crypto, hi Marshall, how you doing, guys? And you know what, I'm going to get these cards started to get clean. So Crypto, if you will, please throw your numbers and your question while I've cleansed these cards off really good, because they were already talking to me before this all went live. So we'll see what they say. It's true, but if I got one question for you, Crypto. How are you and Brian doing? Hi, new beans. Welcome on in. We're just getting started. There you go. Get in line. Good idea. I get a really nice big list early in the morning. Welcome in, Joni. Thank you for being trying to show me that the best viewers are on your channel. Unfortunately, we don't pay for viewers here. So sorry, you get banned. Like Kuma Bot must be having a fit today. Anyway, so waiting for Crypto here, throwing her numbers and her question. You better be here, young lady. Or did I scare you with the Brian thing? Alright, well, now they're good and clean anyway, so here's to your Crypto. And okay, here we go. Let's see what they say, Crypto. I'm going to get them in the right spot for you. You know, I always do that for people. Now that I know what the question is, I can get them in the right spot for you. Okay, here are your 10 official shuffles, Crypto. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You got a one God card answer as well today, Crypto. And the 26th card is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Until the 26th card is now on top. Crypto. I needed to get a drink of coffee for that one. One, I want to talk to you, Crypto, about this t-shirt business and how good this is going to be for you, honestly. Because part of you, what you're expressing on the t-shirts is you letting go of some of that pain, but your design or whatever you're putting on the t-shirt or your personal things that you are doing for your artistry and what you're putting out there into the universe is causing this new person to be born in you. The old you has gone to rest. So know today that you did the work you needed to do by putting that old self to rest today. They have gone to the Summerlands or heaven or wherever you believe your spirit goes after you die. That part of you has transitioned into a new bound baby within you. Now we set ourselves some goals. Every business has to have a plan. It has to be a plan on how every step works. So if you want to know if I will put you on the right path, of course I will. You know, you want to know if your t-shirt business will be a hit and it will give you good income. Make a plan for that. Go with your gut. Go with what you're passionate about. Put it on your t-shirt. Put your own design on it. Put something of yourself out there. And then tell them who you are. So when they buy your t-shirt, they understand what you need to do. So just make a simple, easy plan that you can follow and make sure you take every step when it comes. Break free from the cycle you've put yourself in time and time again. Remember not to go back to the standard ways of thinking, because now you have a chance to change the script. So what are you going to break free of this time? Are you finally going to break free of those shackles that have kept you down up to this point? Are you going to allow yourself to change and return back to the earth again, to be reborn once again? To, in the beginning, no old self has gone to rest, that you have made a plan to get to your goals and dreams, and that manifests you breaking the cycle and putting you on a more positive path going forward, because you are stoking the right fire. So, yes, you are doing the right thing. This will be a hit because you are going to do whatever it takes to draw attention to your t-shirt business. You're going to think about your consumer. You're going to think about what they want. You're going to express yourself through your art and put it where it needs to be. Putting all of your logs that you don't need into this fire to make it more of a challenge for you to overcome. Look, I sold a t-shirt today. That's a win. Every time you sell something, honey, how much do I see? Too far. Too far. And I see multiple different worlds too where you've done this already. Okay? So, how much do you see as in far as money averaging? I think you will make a livable wage. You will always kind of be fighting for something a little bit in the beginning, but that will start to transition after you put your passion and your love and you connect with your community. Throw a t-shirt party for a slumber party. Make the best t-shirt for a slumber party and say, this is the slumber party t-shirt for all the girls to get together. You know, come up with something that's you and what you want to represent out there in the world. You want some IDs? IDs, give you a number. Give you a number. Numbers. Where's my dice? Alright, I'll give you numbers. Well, let the gods give you numbers. How about that? You tell me when to stop shaking there. Tell me when to stop shaking, Crypto. These are your numbers. No jokes. Don't clip that. Come on. I'm not going to shake forever. Okay. You got 11. Only 6. Yeah, you got 11. So 11. 1,121 to, I don't know how you translate that. You want to make a lot. So they're saying you're going to make about, so if I take 11, I add zeros to 11 because of the question, right? And you want to know what those numbers are. So this is the first numbers, and I'm just going to drop them one more time for the second set, okay? That was the first set of numbers. Here's the second set. Okay? So you want an exact total, $1,121 about every month as a profit after expenses and after everything you have to spend on to keep the business up and running. So that's profit. And that's just a rough number, okay? But it's a start. And that can be a day. Every time you sell a t-shirt, every time you sell something, anything in your store that you put in there, you're a winner that day because you made a profit. Keep your prices reasonable. Think about your consumer. Think about what you want to put out into the world. Think about how you can connect to your community, to your friends, your families, your base. Tie everything together and become the passionate creature you need to be. And your one message from your gods is, don't be at war with yourself about it. Put down the swords of I don't knows and I don't thinks and work it out in your mind. I will put down the swords and I will not fight against it. I will find a way to move forward with that side. I don't know if you're paying attention to American politics right now, but Kamala Harris does this the best way I've ever seen anyone do it. She's representation, not just one party, but the people. She's representative of the people. She's always been a representative of the people. Her job as being the representative of those people. No matter where she was elected to or where she might be going next, who cares? Okay, I care, but I've got a lawn sign coming in a button, and I made a $10 donation to the young lady. So anyway, she has to find a way to put down the swords and find a new way forward. That's what America is ready for. I hope we're ready for that, because I really don't want to see us go back to a Donald Trump world. You will say goodbye to America if that happens. I truly believe, but that's my personal opinion. I'm just using it as an example so you understand what I'm telling you for you. You got to find a way to bring it together and move it forward with everything that you're working on. And give yourself time to think about how that's going to work. Remember, make a plan. Remember that you're going to say, well, in 3 months, I want to be selling 50 shirts a day. In 2 months, I want to be making 100 t-shirts a day, maybe. I'm using big numbers here, okay? You get the idea, And just keep shooting for that next goal. And then put something on sale. Put something at a really reasonably lower price and get those people to want to come to buy that item, especially when you have an overstock of that item. When you are overstocked to the gills with something, that is the optimum time to start to sell that shit. And look for what weather is out there today and what things that are going on in your local community, because I bet, crypto, what I see far of is that you will make a decent livable wage that will cover all of your costs, that you will make at least a significant amount to keep that business growing in a positive way. But it's all dependent on your passion and what you're willing to do to make that happen. So it really is in your hands here. But if you do everything right, you're not going to fail. You won't be you'll be like a little bit under what you want to be, but it will be so close enough that you'll be, okay, you know what? I'm going to stay here for a while. So, and let this soak into my life a little bit before I make any bigger moves, Just run your shop and be happy that you're doing what you're doing and give it your all, girl. All right, on to the next. Marshall to the reading room. Marshall to the reading room. I'm putting the dice back up here now. I don't use the dice very much because, already again? Jesus, girl. I can't say I blame you for getting back in line right quick. Don't forget, if you're not here, I'm going to move past you, Haas. Okay, well, give me your numbers and your question there, young man. Got your numbers? Let me clear these cards out for you. Oh, and you never answered me, Crypto. How are you and Brian doing? Clearing them off and getting them in the right spot for you. Oh, you want to know about the soulmate, right? Okay. All right, we'll work on that going. Yeah, good. That's awesome to hear. All right, now here we go. Number 9. 1, 2, 3. 4. 0 fish shuffle 4, 5. Usually, if you know I'm counting 5, 6. There's your God cards. 7. Oops. 7. Wait, 7. 8. 9. All right, and the 7th card is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the 7th card. You want to know more about the true love attributes and things about him, or things you need to know about before you meet him, and what you really need to hear right now before you get him. Yep. All right, my friend. So you want to know more about this guy, right? Okay. Okay. I'm just reading what you said just a moment ago here. Okay, good. You got two more people in front of you there. You got one more person because I'm doing EVs now, and then I got newbies, then your next two pins, then Crypto is last in my queue. As you see the purple box right there, it tells you.
Probably.
Right over here. Okay, this purple box right here tells you where you're at, so just look there. So, EP, you want to know more about the previous reading, the soulmate guy, and like what he'd say or something. So, you meet, right? But how do you meet, right? You're going to go on a trip. A trip where you're going to take a drive somewhere. It's going to be more easier to drive there than take a flight because it's not a long distance. It's maybe like an hour to an hour and a half away kind of a deal. Someplace you need to go to get something, and I'm kind of feeling like it's a hardware store somewhere in there that you need to pick up a specific thing because they're the only ones who sell it. That's the only place you can get this part for whatever reason. They're the ones who have a stockpile of this shit, you know, and you know where you can find it if you need it. So you got to go get this thing. I don't know if this makes sense to you. Like there's something you need in a hardware store idea, but you're kind of have to take like a road trip to get to it, kind of a deal. And on this road trip, you're gonna meet some interesting characters, but you're gonna meet some guy in a hardware store who's gonna help you find the part. This is a possibility here. Because he will try to flirt with you, and if he does try to flirt with you, then you can start to see maybe something else that is coming your way. So it's in that building the house. Because as you are building your house, you will build your life. You will start making a foundation, but need help to do that. Well, it is. He's a veteran. He's a veteran who works in a hardware store, still military. You know, you didn't. I never said he was active duty. He's in the reserves at best, or retired because of something. He's your age, but he had to retire early. He did his 4 years or whatever you do, the minimum you do, and then you get out. Because he just wasn't for him, you know? But he still served for the minimum time you have to serve for to be considered a soldier, you know? Does that make sense to you? Do you want me to continue reading now? Okay, good. So, when you're going through these trips, there might be some hardware person that will fit the list you said you wanted to have. Remember, favorite color, smell, music. You're going into a hardware store that can play, you know, any sorts of music over the PA. Maybe that song comes on. You start to smell your scent, and he's wearing whatever color you put down there. And then you just kind of go, and then you're just trying to pick this thing up, and you say something kind of your style, but flirty. And kind of like you pick up this piece and you go, oh, I wish this was a little bit bigger. That would be satisfying. You know? And he goes, no, it doesn't need to be any bigger. It's just how you use it. That's what matters, right? Kind of something like that. It's a simple exchange of just a simple, stupid joke like that, okay? That exchange turns into a seed of growth there. It starts to build as you visit the hardware store and blah, 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 blah. That's how I see the story going. But you have to start to trust your ancient knowledge that you have inside, because as you're building a house, you have to have some idea what you're doing, but there might be some questions you need answered. To ask for the help that you need, even though you carry a lot of knowledge, and being humble enough to notice when someone's flirting with you. Don't do it what I did. Don't put up the barriers that keep you from seeing what's all around you, because it may be this guy, but there might be another person who just comes in, another customer, and you keep bumping into this customer, okay? This guy customer, who happens to be a veteran of sorts. That's the way I'm seeing him right now. Okay, so what he is like is he's a very I've got to work on myself kind of a person. He didn't finish all of he did what he needed to do as far as the military is concerned, like I said, but he still felt unresolved somehow. So he's trying to do other things like work in this place here to kind of resolve himself because he's kind of still dealing with exiting the military. Whether it was a honorable, I think it was an honorable discharge at best. I don't think he was like did anything bad or icky like a dishonorable discharge. It was just medical kind of a deal, something he didn't know about and came up. And when it happened, it was like we can't have that out here. We just can't. And then they checked and rechecked to make sure what it was, what's true before they did anything else. Blah blah blah. So I mean I don't know the whole story here. They're leaving a lot of free will up in the game here as well. But he's definitely a person who will take a situation, turn it from a bad situation into fertilizer, like a goddamn fucking empty field, like we're about to have here in a couple of months, a month before they start to harvest the corn again. Because it's got to dry out first. So Marshall, there you go. That's kind of what he's kind of be like, and how it's kind of gonna have to go. But you just have to be you, bud. You have to be Marshall. You have to be that great oak I keep telling you to be. Being yourself and becoming Marshall 100%, like I said, and letting that person see you. Because if they can see the Marshall that you are and accept that Marshall, then everything else will fall into place, my friend. You just got to trust that you are as perfect as you need to be right now. You are perfect the way you are. You are Marshall, and you will always be Marshall. That's your reading for today, young man. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a tiny bit stoned. About a 5 milligram hit, but this stuff is really strong. That's why I had to put it down. I even didn't finish my whole toke there because it was just wet. It's like, no, if I do any more, I'll be loopy like. Ooh. But Marshall, the other thing about it, this is it's a random free will game. The story of the century. I bump into him in a hardware store, kind of a blah 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 blah. Okay, and that's one way it can happen. There are other ways it can happen too. So don't just lock yourself down to a hardware store or something like that. It's going to get something special that's you can only get at one specific place. Wherever that is, that's where you'll meet this person. So you'll notice you need something very specific to build your house, and they're the only ones who carry that kind of part for what you want to do in your house for some reason. So that's all I can give you there, buddy. New beans to the reading room. New beans to the reading room. Get your ass in here. I'm going to start cleansing the cards off for you and getting them in. I'll try to get them in the right spot before you ask me your question, but I'm kind of going to wait until you get to. And I'm going to have a smoke. New beans to the reading room. New beans to the reading room. All right, give me your question and your numbers. Two pins, you're next. God, that's good. Coffee, the ultimate thing I worship. All right, let's see what you got. What's happening next in my love romantic life? Got you. What are your numbers? Blah, 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 blah. Okay, I know your question. Let me get them in the right spot for you. Give me your numbers. If you don't know what the numbers are, please ask me, okay? But I think you've been here before. That's my old witch of a wife cackling in the background, if anyone matters. Oh, 1 through 10 for a shuffle amount. and 1 through 52 for an answer amount. You see, let's see if I can do it. Right here where it says this, right here. Yeah, this explains everything right there. So I need 2 sets of numbers. You know, the first one is 1 through 10, 5 and 5. See, great, awesome. 5 and 5. Let me get them in the right spot for you. What's happening next in your love romantic life? You got it. Oh, they liked that spot. They told me to stop quick. They were like, "Ooh, I got the buzz feeling in my heart." So this is definitely the right spot for you. All right, here we go. Here are your 5 official shuffles. Buckle up, Buttercup. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. That's my one, true love, right there. 4 and 5. No God cards for you. Well, that's usually pretty good news, honestly. And for you is... Yep, that was my wife, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Oh, just let it out already. Hey. Hey. Just let it out already. It makes the show kind of fun, okay? Jesus.
Okay.
I was just giving you the look, like, okay, you. All right, let's see what you need to hear today, though, okay, new beings, before we do this, okay? Because you are about to get the love reading of a lifetime, my friend. So pay the fuck attention, will ya? Ready? Drink my coffee and have my cigarette, I swear. I ask ready for a very specific reason when I ask you to say ready. If you get ads or something like that, just tell me when I can put it in chat. Or something like that, guys. Usually it tells me when I have ads incoming or something like that, so. Alright, good. So, you want to know about the love romantic thing. So, first and foremost, my friend, you need to consider one very special thing, and this is above all other things before what I will tell you. Because without this thing that I need you to do, and I mean this in the strictest of senses, need to do is stop considering yourself a weed, because you were born a flower, a beautiful flower. You've always been a beautiful flower and will remain a beautiful flower for the remainders of your days. And you will start to laugh and giggle and cackle like my old witch wife of how much joy comes into your life. Because once you stop looking at yourself as that unattainable thing that nobody wants, when you start to see yourself as the thing that someone has been waiting for their whole life, you are exactly what someone out there is looking for. Maybe someone even in chat, maybe someone online, maybe not online, maybe it's in real life moment for you to actually meet someone who you can actually connect with. But we need you to do something else first. We need you to let it all out. We need to see the real you, new beings. We need you to be so expressive and release all of that which you have to give the world. Take off the mask. Take off all of that fake body armor that doesn't do you any good, and put on the real goddamn armor, and take your goddamn sword and go out there and fight for yourself for once, right? Exactly. So we need to release this energy. We need to say something to ourselves that inspires us to keep moving forward. When I was young, it was I have the power. Kind of like when He-Man put up his sword and he said, I have the power, and he would become He-Man, you know? So I kind of took that from him a little bit, saying I had the power. And my mom reinforced that within me. And she was a beautiful woman who reinforced that in me. Even if I wasn't listening at the time, it did get in there. All right? But there's something you have to let go of and release. And it's all this stuff that you've been keeping bottled up for all this time. Because you know what? It's about time someone saw the real you. And that's what your one true love has been waiting for. For you to stop swimming around the issues and start swimming through those issues. To pick up the speed that you need to finally come up for your fresh breath of air and scream and laugh and holler and giggle like an old witch or a Hail Mary whale, a humpback whale, singing their whale song to the world. Thank you, God, for I am alive and have the opportunity to go back into the sea and find my pod and my one true love and twin flame. When I go back down into this ocean of life I live in, I will swim through these things, not around them. I will have that speed I need to come up for that air more often than I have ever come up for that air before. I might not always leap for joy, but I will come up for that air, and breathe in new life to me that day. Your one true love may be a little bit stubborn sometimes, but so are you. So we will have to work through some things, yes, but we can do this together as a team, and that all comes up for you in that moment when you are really willing and able to do like my wife had to do. My wife was a woman, when we met, who walked around in this death bubble. She had relatives dying around her. She just survived a suicide attempt. She actually heard a song in her head and followed the song back into life again. That was me, okay? That's how it goes. And that's her story, but she tells that story well. And she says she followed a song back to life because there was something better for her here. And then she followed that song straight to me. Right? Because I'm the one who sang the song. You kind of have met them already. And yeah, self-confidence struck you hard this week because maybe you're not quite sure if this is the time to start to show more of who you are. It's time to open up your arms and receive the gifts that are being given to you. So look for the person who's helping and giving and loving everything you want in that mate. Who's going to be that person who's going to be your teammate, your soulmate. It's going to be the easiest relationship you've ever been in. You're not going to fight as much as your normal couple. Twin flames and twin loves rarely do fight. But they know the truth of each other too. To the point where there aren't any secrets and there's nothing left to hide behind. Because you just put it all out there. This is who I am. I'm not proud of some of this, but hey, it happened and I have to own up to that. And then there's just remembering certain things that you've done in your life. That just would amaze anybody. You know, my journey is like a storybook fairy tale, a Marvel movie. It could literally be a movie. My life, mine and my wife's life could literally be a movie I think people would go to watch. You know? But you have to open up your arms and receive the right gifts. You don't have to open every gift that comes your way. What you need to do is be a little bit more discerning with which gifts you open at the right time, right place, and right moment. So if you feel like you've connected to them already, which I have a strong possibility that could be absolutely true, maybe it's time to kind of think of, can I get confirmation that this person is the same what I want, right? And then depending on your sexual orientation and how you flirt and blah, 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 and what you identify as, blah, 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 you just got to go put it all out there for them to see in full view. I'm flirting with you in the worst way. I want to take you home and ride you like a pony today, if you'll let me. And make it so obvious that if they say no, then you know they're not interested. That's about it. But maybe you need a roll in the hay before you get a roll in your love, you know? Because I kind of think you need to restart the engines a little bit of passion within yourself. And I kind of think what you've been working on right now, new beings, is opening up that door. And you've been exploring it more and more So your confidence kind of got a kick in the ass a little bit. Yeah, exactly. Take home your cowboy. You know, go get that. Go get that southern gentleman who's looking for a lady who just wants to share their journey together, who wants to be a part of his his life as much as she wants to be a part of his. You know, that open, honest, communicative relationship you've been waiting to have. The one where there aren't any secrets because life is just so simple. There aren't any secrets to have. And you'll get that quiet, little reserved life you want. But you gotta kind of work for it a little bit because you gotta go out there and find your cowboy. I'd start looking on a lot of ranches if I were you, as well as other places. But that's what I got for you. I think you'll meet the ranch hand who's more cowboy than most of the cowboys out there. But he's just a ranch hand. He's a simple dude. He's not anything really happening. The healing is all yours, sweetheart. All you have to do is open up your arms and receive the gifts. You're already a beautiful flower. There's no more healing to be done. You did it. You did it. That's what I'm here to say. They are literally saying you did it. You healed. Now it's time to go get your potential, which you're still building your potential, and that's fair because that's going to take a while to understand. You got to go through some life experience to gather what your true potential is first. So we're not going to put you through the hardest of the hardest things, but we are going to put you through some things where you will be challenged to face, to understand what you do want to do and what you don't want to do with your life. And if real love is your goal, then start heading for that. Become a ranch hand at some ranch somewhere that deals with horses. I see horses on this ranch, not cows or anything else. It's just not any fancy horse either. It's not like we're trying to make money from selling these horses. No, it's just a simple horse farm because he loves horses and he just wants to be around horses. No more, no less than taking care of the horses and maybe having a small plot of land for planting something, but nothing really huge, you know? And you got to believe it. Yeah, exactly. You got to believe in it and make your move in. And then, yeah, exactly. Everything you said right there. I'm going to read this out loud to you, and I want you to listen to your own words, okay? LOL. I know my cowboy and all big head guy, smiley face or looking smiley face or looking smiling face. So I got to believe it, make my move then, and let them come in. Do it. Take your chance. Shoot your shot. If the worst of the worst happens, where he shuts you down for a free night of a roll in the hay, and he doesn't get it, well, that's his bad. That's on him, not me. If he don't see this one coming, I don't know what it is going to be. So, cowgirl, go get your cowboy. Right? Something like that. Or go get your significant other, whatever it is for you. All right, 2 pins to the reading room. 2 pins. It's your turn to the reading room. 2 pins to the reading room. Here. I knew you'd be here. You've been waiting. It's your turn. I already knew you had your numbers. What's your question now? I'm already cleansing these cards off bastards. Big for you already. I already had an inkling of when we were going to talk, it was going to be something. So what's the question? Oh, right there. Okay, we're here. So let me know what your question is, and then I'll do your shuffle. Okay, here we go. Here are your 8 official shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. You have a 2 God card answer for you today, my friend. And the 4th card is 1, 2, 3, and 4 is now on top. Career. Career. I like careers. Careers are fun for me. Because I always have to tell you something that you are ready to hear, and when you're ready to hear it, because you're finally ready to hear it. Right? So, let's get to it, right? You want a general career area, what would be best for you? I want you to remember what it took to become this new person that you are now, okay? That what your journey was from where you were at even a year ago, that you traveled out of a cage you've been putting yourself in for a lifetime, and you finally set yourself free of that and start owning your own path finally. So part of what you will find in career will be opening up the door to let people out so they can find their freedom as well in their own chains and bonds. In some way, shape, or form, you will be doing this in your career because of what you went through of unlocking your own cage, stepping out of it and looking back and saying, I'm never going to be this person ever again. I'm going to find a new way forward. I'm going to become someone new by my choice, by my rules, by what I say is right and wrong. And you do the work to return back to a place of healthy for yourself. And what I see your career being is about the experience of something. So you will provide some kind of an experience for people to go through. I don't know what your level of aptitude is for something like, like a TV camera guy or post-production shit, or the back scenes like when you're the boom mic guy, or you're the, there's an art and a science to editing and blah, 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 blah. I'm seeing something in that general area, something like that. And I don't know if this makes sense to you. Kind of feel like you already have an in on this already. So that I want to answer that question here. Yeah, because now you could see the other side of the coin. It's that curiosity thing. So I want you to kind of think about the other side of the coin there a little bit and why you left the theater, because you weren't really a performer. You would rather be the guy who's helping people get prepared for the performance, or being the backup to somebody else if something were to be the wrong that day. You could go on for one performance and then return back to your normal, easier job. Your stand-in at best for something else, But your normal job is doing a menial task behind the scenes, which does add value because of the way you present it to people. Like, you could be the producer or something like that of something someday, So, or director of something someday, or whatever you want to call it, So it's about the experience of it all. So it's depending on what you remember from the theater experience, what you've lived through up to now, what you had to escape from your own cage to maybe see that the theater didn't belong in the cage. So, and you threw the key in the center of the ring and said, I would never go back there. So you kind of feel like you left that part behind, but you didn't, because you took all the good stuff with you. You left all the bad stuff behind. And that's why now you're on a wandering path when it comes to career. Because right now, the universe is trying to get you in the right place at the right time to find this career, to give you that idea, to give you that time and that role. Exactly. Exactly. So that's where you're headed. But we're gonna put you in our lazy river or on our wandering path where time is gonna just move for a while, and you're gonna just live life with what tools you have for right now, and use the tools we already gave you to apply to your life until we take you off the ride and get you in the right spot for you. And you'll know when it's the right spot, because everything will start to work out exactly the way you said you wanted it to work out. And belief is 1,000 times the goal here. You must believe in what you say you want to happen in the universe. And all they're asking you to do right now is bask in the sunshine along with more positive people. So don't go to a place that feels negative. Go to a place that feels supportive and goes and walks for the positive and works for the future, not the past. Who takes the lessons from the past but doesn't dwell on them, but uses them to inspire them on how we could do it better. You know, and you being able to express that to the people who you want to be able to do is part of the issue there. But that's exactly what I see for you. Is just like what you said. You want to support people to lead people through that kind of star role. Right, exactly. That feels right because that feels like you have to be a part of a group, a community of sorts. So that in that area of that back room, being that person who gets the star ready kind of a deal. All right, you doing good, John? You're doing good. Come on, John. How's you feeling today? Are you having a good day today? Is life light for you today? Are you having a crappy day? Do you need a Twinkie? Do you need a hug? I need a hug. Okay, give me a hug. You know what I'm saying? And exactly. And now that you know how to do that, you've learned how to do it for yourself. Now you know how to do it for others. But now you have to find a place where you can do that at and make money now. So, production companies, places that do, stunts, places that do some of the dress up and dress rehearsal. See if you can talk to anybody who's a part of the crew, who does the background work, who knows how to get a hold of a producer, because you need to talk to another producer and ask them and see if someone out there you like could mentor you to that point. I would be happy to help mentor you in any way I can, Two Pins. I am a life coach. I am here to help build people up and show them what they can discover within themselves. That's what these readings are all really about. And your two God cards, I just want to get to these right now because I kind of feel I know what's coming here. We'll kind of cement that. You know what they want you to do? They want you to let out those emotions finally and see just how much you've done. Let it out and set it free, but do it in a constructive way. If you're going to let all of this energy out, you are the sky in the picture, not the rain happening down below. You control the rain and how people absorb you. If you need to be a light, happy rain at times, a lighter touch at times, you'll be the lighter touch at times. If you need to be the middle of the road, you can do this, champion. You're good, but I'm not going to be too aggressive with it. I'm going to give you a couple. You can do this, man, and let you get started doing the work you know how to get there. And then coming up with that and letting all of that crap out, finally letting that be shown. And yes, you've been bottled up, and that's what they're waiting for you to do, is let it all out so that you can feed yourself again. Because when you let it out, you're emptying that cup out. You're emptying that icky negative stuff. So a good cry, happy, sad, I don't care. And you can cry happy. You know how to watch a comedy and cry so hard you're laughing so hard you cry. You know what I'm saying? So you can find ways to boost your energy up. But they're saying it's okay to let your emotions out. Just do it in a constructive way. And you know what? I can give you that good cry right now if you want me to. You ready for your good cry? Two Pins, are you ready for your good cry? Why not right now? How about a small? How about a small cry? We won't do the big one, but how about a small one? Okay, we'll do a small one. All you need to do is accept yourself, young lady, and look in the mirror and say, I love you for the remainder of your days. You're gonna do just fine. We accept you. Your gods accept you. You are everything they've ever wanted you to be and more. So have a small cry somewhere in the bathroom later, knowing that they love you and accept you and see you. It just wants you to be more free with your emotions. I hope that's not too heavy for you. I tried to make that one light. That's your reading for today there. 2 pins. That's what I got.
Can I get a smoke?
Yes, you can get a smoke.
Thank you, honey. You're the best hubby ever.
Damn straight I am.
The
You're
best
welcome.
Old hubby ever.
Finally made old man status. I'm so happy. You're welcome, 2 pins. And remember, we are out here to help you. You ever need a boost? You ever need more positivity? When you're not at work, if you need a really good cry, come find me. DM me somewhere on Discord or something. I usually check my Discord like 7,000 times a day, I swear.
Yes.
Because I have a Twitch son I mentor and I love. And I'm not going to get too deep into what we talk about, but we do a lot of work. And then there's a young lady I'm trying to help, but she only wants help when she needs it. So I wait for her to ask for it. When I'm there for her, I try to help her out with things that are going on. So we'll figure it out. And then there's a lot of people out there who I love with all of my heart who are supporting me in ways I just can't see. So crypto to the reading room, crypto to the reading room. So I appreciate it as well. So thank you. Come on, crypto. Crypto to the reading room. Crypto girl to the reading room. It's Brian time. Ooh. Clear the cards off. Hard. I'm not even going to see your numbers. I bet it's like 10 and 25. All right, let's see how I did. Huh? I had my eyes closed. I didn't see what you typed in. I said 10 and 25. 10:26. I'm so fucking cold. Oh my god, I'm on top of it today, I swear. Hoofty. Alright, cleansing the cards, get them in the right spot for her and Brian. Oh my god. Okay, here are your 10 official shuffles, crypto. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You got a 6 God card message, crypto. And I was on 8, right? 8 shuffles now. 8. What was I on? 8 or 9? 8. I wasn't to 9 yet. It was either 8 or 7. 7 or 8. Which one was I on? I'm gonna go with 8. I'm just going with my intuition. 8, 9, 10. I think you'll appreciate that anyway, so I'm just going with my intuition. Don't worry about it. Here's your 26 card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and the 26 card is on top. All right, and you want to know about you and Brian? And remember, you have a 6 God card message as well with this crypto, so we're going to talk about Brian today, that's for sure, because I asked them to be really, really straight with me about the whole Brian situation and tell me what they really need you to hear and what you need to know about the Brian thing, okay? And you know what's serious when I got to fix the hat. Just going, oh fuck, he's meddling with his hat. I'm in fucking trouble now. You are? You're in trouble? Because, what's taking you so long? What's taking you so long, crypto? To see what he's been trying to teach you and show you Are you not seeing the lessons and things he's giving to you? Are you not seeing those feelings already being shown to you? Are you paying attention? Are you getting the message? Are you getting the clue you need to have? I'm not sure you are. I think it's time you stop asking yourself, what should I do, and start to do it. I think it's time you stop waiting for the answer, and it's time to go get the answer. It's time to plant a new seed into the ground. To be that girl who go get him. Because he's just an open book waiting for someone to come along that we can start to fertilize a future with. And I'm not using that in sexual terms, even though I understand you are very hot for Brian, okay? But you have to start to put down those physical seeds. That's the sex connection, the mental. Do we see each other for ourselves? And then that spiritual connection. Do I think I could love this person for the rest of my life? Because you're not committing to any one person. You are committing to the person. And you won't take any less than that. And Brian seems to be the closest you've ever been to any one guy. So, you can sit around with the silver platter waiting right in front of you and decide which way you need to go with Brian by making an actual choice. Is there something you need to review in your past that you need to get over so you can just go ask the boy out? Is there something you still need to calm within yourself before you're ready to be that vulnerable? Is there something you need to overcome first? Or do you need to take more time to think about what you want to do and make a real honest choice, taking your emotions and your logical reasons and putting them together in a little room and saying, what are the pros and cons of becoming or doing something like this? And then you have to work it out in your brain. Or do you need to be like the hard path where you just go for it? You try to climb any obstacle in your way to it. If he says no, that's the end of it. But if he says yes, oh, I will lay in the grass and soak him in so much. He will be hurting, boy. Okay? But you could take an easier path with him too by making a plan with him, a step-by-step. Hey, I like you. Could we go out on a date? I like you so much I want to take you to bed. I love you so much I want to be your girlfriend. Blah, blah, blah. Step by step by step by step by step by step. Until you get to what you really want. Which is a lifetime of Brian. Yeah, don't be rash. Or you could take the easy path, the unseen path too, where you do a little bit of the easy, a little bit of the hard, but you're going to cut through your own bullshit to get there. So all that means is you have to drop your anxiety over it. You have to stop thinking about what you've done wrong or not wrong and start to focus on what you're doing right. That you have to start to see him as that person you want to share your journey with, not just any kind of share. The share of a lifetime of two souls coming back together as one. You will know it because it will be easy for this to happen. If it's such a fight for you right now, and it's really hard for you to go take that step that you need to see all the things that are right in front of your eyes, Crypto, you are literally being shown the answer every single day you and Brian get anywhere near each other. Whatever form of communication it is, but it's got to start to wonder if you're ever gonna initiate. Why won't he initiate? Because this time he's waiting for someone to find him. For once, he wants someone to find him. Doesn't that make a little bit of sense to you? Especially with the way he is. He's waiting for someone to come get him. He's the one who needs rescuing, Princess. And you know that. You know that. That's the kicker. Let's see what the gods have to tell you. Maybe that'll convince you. After I give my wife the last of the coffee, I think.
Thank you, my love.
That, honey?
No more? Okay.
Alright. I know, but you're gonna rescue each other. Don't you understand? You get to rescue each other, and that's how the love builds, and that's how the relationship blossoms, because you both come together wanting to rescue one another. For the rest of your life, you will always have that partner who wants to help you and support you because they definitely want to save you. And you want to save them. But you know you can't fix each other through each other. You have to face your own truth first before you can get to the point where you could share that journey with Brian. And the reason he wants you to initiate or someone to initiate is because he's been out there doing the initiating for a long time now, and it hasn't worked out the best for him. So he wants to try something different for a change. He's done trying the same old thing. Maybe I just need to wait a little bit and live my life, and she'll find me. Be the girl who goes finds her by. My wife stalked me for 3 months before I even remembered she was a woman, because for 1 month I thought she was a man because she had a very short cut on her head. She's a broad-based body type. She doesn't look like your typical woman. When with her wearing her work shirt, I couldn't tell she had boobs, honestly, or she did. I thought they were man boobs. She has a deeper voice, so I didn't see the woman there at first. Now, don't get me wrong. She was still flirting with me, and I have no problem with a man flirting with me because I'm a bisexual, okay? So a man flirting with me is as much to me as a woman, but I just wasn't interested in the male-to-male experience at that time. I wanted a girl. I wanted a wife. I wanted someone who could be the other part of my soul. So this woman here stalks me for 3 months trying to get my attention and throwing every female trick out of the book for me. And it took me that long to see it. Don't be like me and wait around for it to happen. Because she had to come up to me literally with 2 little snowballs that were colored purple for Easter. It was a cold day outside, a below freezing day outside. She brought 2 half moons that would have looked like blue balls, okay? And then she slaps them down on my desk, looks me straight in the eye, and says, "You know what? It's so cold outside, I think I froze my nipples off." And I'm like, "Nope, still there." And then I gave her my palmistry card, and the rest is history.
After you were prompted by Pat.
Oh, yeah. After my friend at the time, the cohort next to me, who was poking me on the side going, "Give her your card, you idiot." You know what? You get an extra card because one card was stuck together. And I'm not going to go back and say that this doesn't count now, because that happened with that reading. So this is what they need you to know, Crypto. Crypto. Yeah, Crypto. I'd listen up. Time to put all the good things that you are together. To come together as one. To put that spark that you've been tending to for the longest time, because you finally got your fire under control. So take one of those logs, that branch out of there, and use it to light that light within yourself, and let that start to transition to joy in your life rather than sorrow. So basically, burn away the bad so that it is fuel for the fire, but use that as kindling to relight your flame of positivity once again. To forge yourself a new path forward by choosing something, by going for it, by just blatantly going for it. The blatant contemplate card is all about looking in that marble jar and saying, "I see the marble I want, but I'm not willing to go in the jar and get it." You must forge ahead. Use your passion. Use your soul. Use the other part of you. If he doesn't see it this time, that's it. Move on. It's okay. You know, at least you tried. At least you gave it your all. Don't freeze in place and let this stop you. Just because you step on a crack of ice does not mean you're going through. And if you do go through, you're going down about an inch into the mud. And then you're stepping out of that and creating another one as you step forward again. Because you're on that really choppy, thin ice. But it makes a lot of noise and it spooks you a little bit, but it's harmless and doesn't really mean a damn thing. Do you get it now? Do you get it now? Hmm? Yeah, I hope you get it. Ask your other question. Yeah, I know if I clear you, you're just going to pop your ass back in line. So what is your other question? But, you know, with you and Brian, I see you rescuing one another. But someone's got to make the first move, and it just feels like he wants someone to help be the ones who initiates that at first, with the understanding that there's no expectations here other than I just want to share my journey with you, and I want to see if we can do this together. No other guys than that. And the love thing you can share maybe a day after. I've always kind of loved you, and see what he says in return. You know? I'm really going to use these people when we have snow issues. Oh! I forgot to tell you something. They shovel snow.
Yeah, you told me.
Oh, I wasn't sure if I told you or not.
Yeah.
Okay. Just let me finish my cigarette first, okay? And then I'll cleanse the cards off for you and answer your question. Oh, I'm tired. Oh, and no one's here today. Wonder what's going on. That's okay. I guess they didn't need my help today, huh? They shovel snow. Yes, they do. I was talking to a local roofing company. They don't just do roofing. They do repairs on homes. They do a bunch of things through insurance. Now, I said, well, we don't really have insurance on the house because we couldn't afford to put insurance on the house. We survived on less than $1,000 a month for 7 years because that's all my wife got for her Social Security. So we're still playing catch up from 7 years of back pays and things we had to do when we were really hurting, you know, loans we have to repay, stuff like that. Catch up on our utility bills because we haven't paid utility bills, you know, and get back under a more controllable spending for us to be able to afford every day, you know, every month, you know. Get on a 98 bill dollar every month, and then the government comes along to pay that bill. I'm going to be okay, you know what I'm saying? I haven't gotten a damn thing from my gas company, but I get something from my electric company still, so, you know, and that's okay, that's fair. If they were going to pay my gas for me, I can pay the electric bill. And it's not that high right now. I just got to, like I said, got to catch up. So next month I'll do that, you know, on the second paycheck of the month I'll catch up on the Excel energy bill and probably pay this month as well, you know. I know how to do things and budget like it. So life is crazy. You're right. You're absolutely right. Life is crazy. There's so much change happening right now. It's not even funny. I'm not just talking in the political realm either, you know. In the metaphysical realm, things are changing. Things are becoming more open. Things are becoming more revealed. Things and secrets are coming out. People are being held to a higher standard in the universe. And if you don't think that your good deeds count for something, they do right now. They count a lot right now. So do something good for someone because that's going to come back to you like 5 times as good as it would normally come back. So let's clear these cards off for crypto and answer her question about Michelle and the bossy issue. Alright. Right spot. Here are your 10 official shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You get one God card answer for this question. And the 26th card is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and the 26th card is now on top. Let's see what Michelle thinks. All right. This is what she thinks of you so far now, Crypto. So we're ready to hear with all of the stuff that's going on right now. What are her thoughts and feelings towards you? You are a person who's trying to bring everyone together, who's trying to help understand how to build this fire, how to make this fire be our focus, how to bring people together, getting around your coworkers and trying to make connections and trying to be there for what your job is and make sure that you're doing the job that you were hired for, but still being a part of the family that they want you to become a part of. It's just they're waiting for you to drop the pretense of how do they feel about me and go find out how they feel about you. By planting new seeds in the ground and watching them grow with those opportunities that are being presented to you to join groups, to be a part of discussions, to be a part of someone's little gossip moment. It's all about that communication, but you have to start to put more physical, mental, and spiritual seeds into the ground so they can start to grow. As long as you nurture those seeds, so as long as if you find a friend or someone that you vibe with in your work, and Michelle can be one of these people, you take their part of them and you plant that in your garden, and then you take care of that person. You try to do what you can to help that person, but don't over ask for help. Don't offer help if they don't need it. Just allow them to come to you when it is time for them to need you. And when they need you, be there 100,000%. But you got to put that spiritual belief seed in that ground too, where you start to believe in yourself again. And that's when she will see that within you. She sees you as a fertile ground to plant new seeds. And she wants to take you from what you are and put you in the ground and make you grow to become something better. She sees you, the real reflection of who you are. She's starting to understand you a little bit better of how jumbled you feel inside and what your internal stuff is, because you wear your heart on your sleeve kind of shit. And they just see who you really are as a person. And they see that you are trying to find out and see that person yourself right now. So that's mutable. That's okay. We're okay with you doing that. Because what do we get to do? We get to show you a better way forward. But you got to start listening to your higher power and know that they've got your back during this time. So your higher power, your Michelle is your higher power in this situation, believes in you. You got to wield the magic the way she hopes you will wield it, by coming together around your community, by planting those new seeds of growth within them and growing them as much as you want them to grow you, seeing yourself for who you truly are and see that reflection back at the game. I'm leaving the team. Well, I don't think that's such a great idea. Well, okay, then if you're going to a new team, that's fine. As long as you're going to be a part of a team. This new team you're going to, make it family. Yeah. I do remember. But some things are harder to hear, right? They want you to claim your power, young lady. You are a powerful woman. So go tell the people you respect how you feel, what you're capable of, and what you are willing to do for them, and stand up for yourself and say, I want to know what you think of me, because I have been wondering for a while. So hop into her office, sit your ass down, and say, I need to know something. How do you feel about my performance so far? I would really like an update, please. And then she will give you your answer. And she will say, okay, you're doing this, this, and this right, this, and this, and this wrong. If you can correct this, and this, and this, we don't have to worry about anything else anymore. You know? And then you claim that power, and you go do those things, and you become those things so well that no one else can match you now, because now you're doing everything the way you're supposed to do it. Not just the one good thing you can do. But now you're given more responsibility. If that's what you truly want, you ask the universe first for what you want. And when you say, I want this, I wanted a one true love who would love me for all that I am, who would even come back for death for me, and that's literally what she did. And she will tell you that herself. You heard? I don't know if you heard her go, although out there, but
I was in a coma for about a week.
she was in a coma for about a week, she says. I don't know if you heard some of that. And then she heard the song somewhere in that coma, and that woke her up. And then she just kind of felt like she had to find that song, whatever it took to find that song. And boom, now she got what she finally wanted. She toned her power. She said, this song is the most important thing of my life. I've got to find this song. And when she finally found the thing that matched the song, she was like, ooh, bonus points. I get a cute guy too.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what it's going to take to get his attention. Now, my crazy ass didn't see her at first. Okay? I'm going to be honest. I thought she was a man at first. I've explained this a lot of times. And she even still laughs at me to this day. And like I say, I'm okay with men flirting with me. I just wasn't looking for a male relationship at that point. I was looking for the female relationship. And that's your 3 readings, Crypto. So you're all over for today. So I'll come back tomorrow if you want another reading, okay? Unless you're willing to pay me for it. Because I could use $100 right now. Bye, honey. Go cackle. And then, you know, when she's coming in and I'm seeing her all the time, she's flirting with me. And I'm a dense guy because I haven't had a woman flirt with me at this point. I'm almost a 25. How old was I? 25? 26? Beth, how old was I when we met?
What?
How old were we when we met? 35? It was 18 years. 18 minus 50. Well, no, it's 19 now.
Yeah, 50, 30. Yeah, you were 30, I believe.
Yeah, around 30 years old. So, and we've almost been together. We've been together about 19 years. Next year will be our 19th anniversary.
Yeah.
And then, you know, but 20 years together, though. We've been together for 20 years.
Yeah.
But we've only been married 19 years this next June, So, and it worked out for the best. You know, she said what she said. She did what she did. She got my attention finally. The friend poked me on the side. We went out for that palmistry reading. Turned into a date by the time we were done with that damn thing.
Yep. At Caribou Coffee.
At Caribou Coffee, for no places. That was right across the street from where she lived. So we met in a neutral spot. If she didn't like me, she could leave and go home, and I'd never see her again. When she left that, I kind of thought, I wonder how long it's going to take for her to call me. 1 week later, we're rolling in the hay, trying to tear each other's clothes off in the epic love fight of all epic love fights, okay? I released so much bent up sexual tension on that woman, and she was like, gimme, 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 gimme. And the rest is literally history, because after that, it was kind of hard to let the woman go, because she had opened something in me I never thought any woman could unlock. She's the first woman who ever made me rock solid hard for 18 fucking hours. And that was because I took 2 Viagra. because I wanted it to work. And I said, I don't think one's going to work for me. I think I need double. I had an 18-hour boner. That's why we went for 18 hours. She wasn't complaining.
No, hell no.
She wasn't complaining, trust me.
Until you peed in my mouth.
Until I accidentally peed in her mouth because I thought I was coming. Yeah, she was giving me the old blowjob. I thought I was coming. Instead of it being cum, it was pee. So she gets a mouthful of my urine in her mouth and pushes me off of her and said, Joshua, you're peeing in my mouth. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I thought I was coming in your mouth, not peeing in your mouth. And I run to the bathroom to go to the bathroom. And that's the last time I think she ever blew me after that. We were off to no blowing after that for a long time. I think it was until we had our wedding night or something like that. When you finally let me, you finally tried that again on me?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was just kind of a weird little, quinky story there. But, and it took a while for her to forgive me for that, bitch. Oh, not as much as I think jalapenos and pumpkin seeds did. Because our very first date, I had gone to a baseball game with a friend. I had loaded up my hot dogs with jalapenos, and I was eating pumpkin seeds at the thing during the entire game. Now, I had a date with Beth. Beth, my first date with her, scheduled that time. I went home, I got cleaned up, I got all looking good. Everything was just fine for about an hour and a half. Halfway there, I'm feeling a little bit like I gotta go to the bathroom. No, I'm not really that worried. Okay, I gotta go to the bathroom. When I get there, I'll ask her if I can use her bathroom real quick and it'll all be over. By the time I'm reaching the door, I'm clenching my ass so hard I can barely stand it. I said, Beth, I really need to use your bathroom, and I'm really sorry about what's about to happen, but I think I'm gonna really mess your bathroom up. And she was like, well, get your ass in here already before you shit your pants.
Yeah.
And literally opening the door, getting out of my way, and letting me go towards the restroom. I spent an hour and a half in that bathroom. And we never went on our date. We had to reschedule it because my stomach just exploded for an hour and a half. And I was done after that. And she's sitting there cackling like a goddamn gremlin there, laughing at me half of the time. Every time something comes out of me, I'm like, oh God, please don't stop. It was literally the worst diarrhea I've ever had in my life. And she laughs at it to this day about it. I mean, it's one of her funniest stories. And I think Ari playing fetch for the first time and me showing her that I taught our kitty cat how to play fetch when we were in Florida. I think that was the most amazing thing she ever saw up to then. Especially when she brought the ball back to Mom, not me.
Well, yeah.
She's like, oh, she brought it right to me. And then she threw it down the hall and she's like, pet it. And then she brings it back in her mouth. Ting, 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 ting. It's really cute. We got a lot of fun stories, okay? We have some really bad ones, too. Don't get me wrong. There are a couple out there that, I'd have to ask permission to share those ones, I think, maybe.
And then it depends on,
Who I'm sharing it with.
And my mood.
Her mood, because I don't try to violate the things she doesn't want shared. I respect her, I'll tell my own story all I want, but I'm not going to speak for her. You want this off here? It's easier to light. Come on, turn off. There you go. You want this one for a bit? There you go.
Thank you.
That'll be a little bit easier. So you see, Crypto, she had to go for it. She had to put everything she had into it to get my attention. And it worked out perfectly. I love our love story. I love that she came and found me. I was the princess who needed rescuing. I was. I really needed.
I was.
Well, we saved each other.
Yeah.
Just like you and Brian could have this. You could have that kind of relationship, the same kind of relationship me and my wife share. You just got to get over yourself and go get your go get your boy. Tackle him to the ground and saying, I really, really like you. And I know he's your boss and all of that. I think you said he was your boss or something like that. Or some kind of supervisory position above you or something like that, if I remember correctly.
No, the best way to do that if she's...
And that's why I'm asking. I want to make sure before I assume. So, let me make sure she is before, huh? I don't know if she's even listening right now. She might have left, so... It's been really, really slow for me lately. I'll tell you that. Lewis is on.
Thank you.
No, it's the music for a while.
And the destiny unfolds. Let the power grow. And now it's beyond souls. That the future be in my hands. As I guide those who come to me. The power that I have to give is the true destiny. I am the storm. I am the light. In the shadows.
Good morning, Cam. It's Jess.
Every breath I claim my throne.
It is a good guess. It is the term known as pineapple pizza. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I don't like pineapple pizza, but I know a lot of people who do.
I love pineapple pizza.
Wait, what's it say?
Especially with ham, bacon,
welcome, Brother
and
Monster.
a little
Welcome
bit
in.
of
You know, it
onion.
says,
Oh my God,
I saw
gimme,
some
gimme, gimme.
Italians selling pineapple pizza for $100. Every other pizza was normal price. Hey, why would they do that? Why? What's the point? That's interesting. And again, homie, sorry I'm late today. I had painters painting in the room right outside my screen room. It was just loud. They were thumping and talking.
In
also,
darkest places, I roam among the sands where I tend to go. And on this lonely road, I get lost like I've never been lost before. I give in to my shadow self,
Crazy price because they
and
don't
I
like it. You know
gave
what?
to the world
For
too
this race,
much
let's
that
do
I
it.
had to give.
Let's see.
But it
Let's do it.
wasn't
That sounds-
enough, it seems.
Don't clip that. Does.
So my fear inside to cry so loud I could barely breathe. I knew the patient times in me. I felt the rage building inside me. On the edge of suicide, when I almost took my life, but then I found a whole new way to die. So I gave in to my fight. I dug the morning to night, and I embraced the dark inside. On the edge of suicide.
Oh.
I thought no one could ever love a weird and crazy person like me. I was lonely when I had no friends.
So the vast majority of people are
Not a
saying yes.
single girl wanted to be with me.
10 seconds
with
on the
me.
clock. If anyone beats this man, you get 2
Then I
hours.
fell in
Close to
love.
City
I
Whisper.
thought my
They give you
world
hard
was
skin and
warm, but
$35
it came
prize
crashing
package.
down when
Huge
no
energy. And as
rose-colored
always, you're
glasses
following the training
came.
eligible for the prize money. You never have to sub
Crashing
These are always
to the
free
ground.
races, not sub races. Let's launch it. 2.
And all the thoughts I had inside were valid still. I was lonely, I was cleared, I was almost always disappeared. I was quiet, I was shy, I wasn't truly alive. So it was hell for me, 'cause I didn't think I'd ever find my destiny. And I was lost
So
in those
it
woods.
might be something that you
So why couldn't it be? Why did love never find my heart?
Again, it's
Why did friends never want to be apart? When did all the sadness become the only thing I see? So it was hell for me, 'cause I didn't think I'd ever find my destiny, and I was lost in those woods.
I was expecting
So
to
why
see
couldn't it be? Why did love never find my heart? Why did friends never wanna be apart? When did all this sadness become the only thing I see? On the edge of suicide, where I almost took my life, but then I found a whole new way to die. So I gave in to my fight. I took burden to my flight, and I embraced the dark inside. On the edge of suicide.
because you start to say
I thought no one could ever love a weird and
Hello,
crazy
young lady. I
person
haven't
like
seen
me.
you around for a
I
while,
was
so I thought
lonely
I'd come
when I
say
had
hello
no
and
friends.
see how you were doing.
Not a single girl wanted to be with me, with me. Then I fell in love, I thought my world was warm, but it came crashing down when no rose-colored glasses came
and I think that's
crashing to the ground.
that's an important piece too. First, is
And
to
all the
realize
thought-
that this separation and disconnection, yes, it's impacted, and she's still controlling you through other means. Perpetrators have a fantastic way of finding other ways to perpetrate. It only uses their creativity from the good. So know that this is another way that she's trying to keep you in her clutches in some way. So it's really, it doesn't matter how old you are, it's really hard when your parents choose others. Yeah, if you've got siblings, you've always had that point where you're like, sibling rivalry, yeah, you suck, I hate my sibling, because they're taking up my mom and dad's time. They're seen as the superstar. But when you have an outside person clutching them away and controlling the situation, it sucks even harder. Family friend, the perpetrator. I don't want to know her name, but she's the perp. She's a perpetrator. Oh yeah, the magician in reversal. Really amplifying that disconnect you're having with you. It's kind of a two-part piece. You've got this challenge with your parents, right? That relationship is disintegrating because you've got this perpetrator metering and pulling them away. You feel that fire dwindling, but this is an everyday. Like the energy levels are just like, you just can't. But that understanding, the self-compassion, the feeling self is not there.
I'm for real.
It's like you've got
I used to be a
more
really,
layers
really
of
good shooter
this
basketball.
connection.
Amanda, we already found Senadar in prior
Gonna need
season.
to start connecting
Senadar, if you
with
tap
self.
!1 play, you're good.
That's going to need
We
to
found
be
him on a prior
really
race, and
defined.
he is in the race. But yeah, he should be good. He should be
Eventually, you will have to talk to your parents.
good. All right, legends.
And I told you when you said
Number
shit like
3.
that,
What was this one?
will they believe you?
Hulu's
That's
new
gonna be a
reality show
different
features
choice.
12 hot singles living
However,
with. Number 3,
You have to remember,
man on the
she's
brink
been manipulated.
orgasm. Goodness gracious. I kind of like the first one. 12 hot singles living with climbing a telephone pole and becoming one with the T-Mobile network. But I have a feeling you guys are going to be 1, 2, or 3. Number 2 is how amazing it is to be on mushrooms. Banner votes 3. I think 3's good. I know what you guys vote for. 3 by a mile. Alright, let's push. Movies. Kate Winslet and Cameron Diaz play 2 heartbroken women who swap homes on Christmas. This 2006 rom-com that stars Jack Black and Jude Law. Only says in the golfer there's a thin pipe uniform. Yeah, so that is Hunchback's golfer. That has not been beat yet. That map I've been putting $250 on that one. You guys want to race that today begin? Race this one already. This is, guys, this is very similar to the map we already beat. We have not beat the second version of it yet. Version 1 we beat on the first day. Version 2 says not been complete. Is it the holiday? Everyone's saying the holiday. The holiday. Okay. Let's type it in.
Oh,
What?
Senor Savage.
Wait a minute. Oh, is it the holiday? Guys, how do I start this over? That's not fair. Guys, I'm not taking. I'm not. How do I start over? Guys, how do I reset it?
I don't know because
Because
that's
I'm not taking an L on that. I'm not taking an L. I clicked me holiday at the That's
not
not
sure.
cheating.
And
Guys,
I
I'm not
won't,
gonna take an L.
I won't break
Go
that.
incognito.
Um,
Okay, we're going incognito homies. Settings,
Profit
incognito.
and Shauna, I have no
How do I
idea
do
what you
it?
guys are talking about.
History downloads,
If you need
extensions,
to
where
explain
is
something or ask something,
incognito?
that's
Is this it? Good.
The relationship,
Oh, Lord.
Is it okay if we redo that? Because that's BS.
you could
That's
reach out
complete
to her
BS. I think we
and
deserve a
see
redo.
where she
So first one was Sydney Sweeney. Sydney
However,
Sweeney and
do
Classic
not
Banner.
win
Who's the
great
other face?
result.
Sydney
Because if she is as
Sweeney
volatile as the relationship feels,
I'm
and
not
she
taking
may
an
ask
L on
me
that
for
one.
why I don't know
James
her and I
Martin.
can't check
Okay.
in with her.
Okay, let's do the holiday. And then Gigi's.
Just, I would start
Holiday.
off soft, like a text, hey mom.
As it's not showing up. Is this one?
I wouldn't
we go.
call, like I wouldn't give her a call or to
Let's
show up.
We are
Because
officially
I'm not
two
sure
for
how that
two.
would react. Like how that would
Daily doesn't. Am's a damn physic.
transpire, especially with how
I
Heather is
told you how good of a
regulated
shooter I used to be.
and
What's a physic? I don't even know what that means. A psychic? Oh, Kiam's a psychic?
no problem,
Okay,
Heather. I
that
just want
says
to make sure
physic,
because
dude.
with my
Guys,
dyslexia,
when I used to play basketball,
the roost today, I'm like, I have no
that's
idea.
all I could do is shoot. That's all I could do.
Okay, buddy. Keep telling yourself that. One day you'll believe it.
Enough to play with the really
I'm a
good guys.
psychic.
I know what you
Compared to other
want.
basketball
I can't
players,
give
I
it
was
to you
short. Everyone's
because
over 6 foot, 6'3",
and
6'4".
honestly,
Psychic.
you know, she could
So I unfortunately never made it to the NBA. Last clip, this is Cam. Did you do experiments in college?
let me know if you have any other questions, okay, my friend? This really does.
That's bourbon.
Oh, yeah, I don't need to say it. I don't know if I got it in there now.
Yes.
Yeah, in there. See it.
Dude.
Where is everybody?
I had inside you felt it still. I was lonely, I was clear, I was almost always disappeared. I was quiet, I was shy, I wasn't truly alive. On the edge of suicide, where I almost took my life, but then I found a whole new way to die. So I gave in to my plight. I took morning into night, and I embraced the dark inside. On the edge
Oh. What's here?
lipstick? What? Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't get whiskey in my cigar. Oh Lord. Face.
Draw me a picture of a tarot reader having a good time on Wacky Wednesdays. Make it in the witch's cottage where they are smiling and laughing and finding the freedom and the fortunes that they need. Come up with a concept for a podcast once a week doing a special event called Wacky Wednesdays. Who did they come up with?
Yeah. Oh God, yes.
What? Oh, not tarot, tarot. I understand why you didn't want to do it. Okay.
To the taste. Oh my God, Maisie.
Oh, fucking Christ. I swear to God. Alright, you know what? I'm going to be doing something else here. I'm going to get out of here, guys. It's too slow for me. I'm going to go somewhere else. Hopefully they let me moderate them, so we're going to find out for sure. We're going to go to this girl here. If there's anyone here to go with me.
Babies!
Okay, I guess I can't go there. Let's see who else can I go to. Nope, I gotta see there. Okay, be right back.